last song, We Are the Chosen, of the We Are the Chosen story, this is really where the main subject of our story, he really solidifies his identity in Christ. You know, at this is the point where, you know, he's realized that, you know, my identity is through God and through God alone, not through the things of the world. And so it's really a sign of his maturity or maturation through all the steps, you know, from the beginning, from like the knowing you to traveling to, you know, like Dear Future Wife cover boxes and playthings. You know, he's finally come to a point where he's really at terms with himself, and he's really accepted the fact that, you know, he is who he is, and that he's one of God's people, that God really had a plan for him, and that God really wants to be in his life. This song is actually really special to me, and a lot of the reason why it's special plays into the inspiration behind the song. So I haven't actually told her this, so I won't mention her name in this video, but a long time ago, one of my friends' sister tried to commit suicide. And for me, I mean, I didn't really know her personally, but like I had been praying for both my friend and her sister for a while, and to hear that, you know, she's repeatedly trying to commit suicide, trying to end her life, it really, you know, it really made me really sad, and this song came out of it. You know, I wanted to write this as like an encouragement to her. And I don't know if she'll ever know this. I don't know if she'll ever watch this video, but for everyone who's ever, you know, been at that low point, you know, who's tried to, you know, end their life, I just especially want to say, don't do it. Okay. Yeah, getting back to why I wrote this song. This song I wrote a lot for people who are lost, you know, people who don't have their identity, because everyone can relate to a sense of brokenness, you know. I mean, everyone has friends, but everyone also has times of loneliness, and that's something that I think we all like kind of painfully share as people, especially in today's society where it's so easy to get caught up in the world and so easy to get caught up in competition. You know, it really makes life difficult sometimes, and I think it's really important to be real with ourselves. So this song, it's really about, you know, bringing it into a real sense. You know, everyone is who they're gonna be, who they are, but in the end, all of us are God's people. You know, we were all created by God. God already envisioned us who we would be. God already loved us from the start, you know, even before we were born. He already envisioned our person. So the song is meant to be a really inspiring song. This is a song for people to come together. This last song, We Are the Chosen, the reason why I chose for this song to be the name on the cover of the album, or the name of the album, is because I feel like of all the songs that are in this album, We Are the Chosen, I think that's the biggest message that I want to convey, you know. I mean, sure, like a lot of the other songs, you know, they have like really like deep meanings too, but I think this is the most important part of the album, you know, the whole idea behind it, finding identity through God. That's really just the most important thing. I mean, for me as a person, like I've grown a lot to realize that myself, I don't really have that great of identity through the things I do. Because I mean, if you think about it, you know, all of the works that you do, sure, like maybe you're like a good person, like, you know, you do like great things, but you know, in the end, like when you die, like what happens with that? You know, that doesn't do anything for you. For money, you know, you can always have money. You can always have more money. You know, you could like, I don't know, you can hoard things, you buy things, you know. But like in the end, like you can't take that with you to heaven. You know, you're gonna leave all of your things behind. So for me at least, this is like an important song, because through finding my identity in God, like I was able to do so many things, you know. once my life became not about myself, but about God and living out the path that God paved for me, living out to become the person that God meant for me to be. That's where I was really able to start really like leading my life, in all of these things that I do, in education, in music, as a person, as a friend. Finding my identity in Christ is really what allowed me to become the person I am today. So that is the takeaway message from this song, from this whole album. Something that I really want you to take away with you as well. When you find your identity in Christ, your life completely changes, just as Christ completely changes your life. I just really want to say thank you so much for watching this series. I hope that you can really understand me and understand my music a lot more through watching this, and I really hope I connected it with you. Thank you so much again for supporting me as an artist, as a musician. I really hope you listen to the songs and now listen to them with kind of a new, I don't know, like a new camera lens, or looking through them like through new glasses, something like that. But yeah, if you ever see me around, I hope to get to meet you in person. I really hope that my music inspires you to do something great. So, thank you for watching.